Welcome to Crafting by Design Inspirations. How you all doing today? I hope all is well with you all. My name is Dorothy Lee. That is my first name, and I'm here because last year when I launched this channel unofficially, I didn't give a formal introduction of myself and my channel and what it represents. So I'm here to do that now. So I'm sorry for the delay. I had to take a leap forward in faith, and even though everything was not together, and everything is still not together, um, I believe God. So again, my name is Dorothy Lee, and welcome to Crafting by Design Inspirations. This channel was born from personal journeys of mine and things that I went through, not just in my personal life, but also as a crafter. That journey involved me going through so much, but healing, growth, faith, perseverance, and learning how to keep going on in life, even when you're feeling overwhelmed, and how to deal with being overwhelmed, which at one point in time in my life, I didn't know how to deal with that. So I would crash. And I struggled a lot. One of the main things I struggled with was with mental health. A lot of things rooted from my past, but also as an individual, a person. I went through a lot, and I dealt with learning disability as well. And on top of that, I really didn't know how to survive, not just in my personal life, but also as a crafter. I went through depression, anxiety, again, like I said, feeling overwhelmed, not being able to focus, memory problems, just having crashing. Then I had to deal with the self-esteem issues. I was struggling silently, when you don't want to share or tell because nobody understands. Yeah, I went through all that. I was comparing myself with others, and I'm looking at my notes because that's the only way I could, you know, tell you exactly what I want you to know. And I had difficulty focusing, like I said, and um, at the same time, I felt like I wasn't good enough as an artist. So I struggled in my life, but then I struggled with the gifts that I have. Like, why do I have these gifts and I can't seem to execute them in a proper way? What was on my mind, I had a hard time articulating my thoughts, and I struggled with these things, with these issues. And I looked for help silently, and I had some help. I had plenty of encouragement. Um, but when it's all said and done, I still had to come back home and face all these things. And it took me, and I'm a Christian, so it took me to go to God in prayer and talk to God about these things that I was going through. And boy, oh boy. See, God didn't take away what I was going through. He didn't take away the issues that I was dealing with. He didn't take away the fact that I had a learning disability. What he did was teach me how to work around situations and things that didn't belong in the place that I had them in. They either had to go. They had to go. But he didn't take away everything. That's what I'm saying. And he had to teach me how to take what I have, which is really a blessing, and work around that situation. The gifts that I have, the talents that I have, and to work around that situation. And I have a lot of talents. The problem is learning how to balance them and when to use them. And because I get overwhelmed easy, it's like everything was just like overwhelming. The same thing in my life when it comes to I'm a clean person when it comes to my house. It's just that the organization part of my life was in an uproar where because I was unorganized up here, everything in my life was also unorganized. So God had to teach me how to work around that. And it was a process. Anytime you go through healing or a type of transformation, it involves a process and it's going to take time. And for me, it took time. It took years for me to, and I couldn't understand it because I'm like, why is it taking so long for me to, you know, learn? And I'm already slow and I'm already, my mind process slow. That's how I was thinking. And what actually happened was God was showing me my gifts through all that. And I had to learn how to do things different and stop trying to be like somebody else. You're not going to change bodies. This is you. But this is a blessing, and you have to see that as a blessing. This is basically what God was telling me. And I'm going to teach you how to work around that. And that's what he did, which turned out to be a blessing. Anyway, I felt like I wasn't good enough as an artist. And I started researching and looking for ways to deal with mental blocks and, and confusion and color problems, as far as learning how to put the colors together and being creative and all that. Yeah, that was a big struggle for me. And how could you love something but yet struggle so much to use the gifts that you have? I felt very slow, because my mind processed slow. Somebody asked me, do I want something from the store? And usually most of the time I got to tell them, no, forget it, because you're ready to go to the store, but my mind is not ready to tell you what I want. Now, by the time you come back and ready to get back into the house, then my mind is ready to tell you what I want. That's how my mind works. So now I have to figure out a way to what do I do to fix this problem? Do I let it defeat me? Do I figure out a way to deal with that? So keep a list. Keep a small list of what you might want from the corner store, from the bodega, and write it down. So when somebody asks you what you want from the store, go to that list and be like, I want that. And your mind is not fighting to try to think of these things. The same thing I do for my crafting journey, for all my supplies. That's another tutorial I'm coming out with soon. But anyway, I felt like I said, the world was moving so fast for me, and here me slow. And I know there's others that go through this. There is hope. You can do this. You know, I wanted the world just to stop long enough for me to grab a hold of it, comprehend it, and apply it to my life before it moves on again. And I had to figure out how to get around that part of my life. My mind is out of sight, out of thought, out of sight, out of mind, and that's when I could look at everything in front of me. Right? Oh, great example. This is in front of me, right? This is ink, red ink. It's in front of me. But you see all that stuff behind me? It's like somebody puts up a black curtain up behind me, and I don't see anything behind me. Ooh, this is a lot for me. This is a lot because God has brought me from so far, and I used to condemn myself and beat myself up, and I used to hate who I was at one point in my life years ago, and I love myself now. I love who I am. I love. I survived. I survived through faith, through perseverance, and that trusting God and refusing to quit because of Him. I kept learning, and I'm still learning. Refusing to quit. I kept creating, and I kept growing. Little by little, God helped me to see progress. And I say that because if you see yourself progressing by looking back at where you were and where you are now, and you're progressing, that there is your motivation. That is your motivation to keep going. Sometimes you have to look back and ask yourself, have I gone up? Am I still in the same place? Am I progressing? If you are, that's a good thing. You may not go as fast as other people, but you get there. This platform is going to represent healing. And I have another platform. I have a ministry called Healing Word Inspirations. But it's sort of, this is a crafting channel. But inspiration is needed across the board. So this channel represents healing, determination, patience, creativity, growth, encouragement, inspiration. And number one, believing. And you may not believe this now, but in due time you will believe this. Believing that your struggles do not disqualify your gifts, that the gifts that God has given you, your struggles do not disqualify your gifts. So if you felt like you was stuck, felt behind, and Just feel like, you know, you just couldn't make it. And you crashed so many times and you crawled up in the corner and you just wanted to take everything, every supply that you have and throw it out the window. You got machines like Quick Cut, embossing machines, or you bought supplies from art craft store, and they sitting there collecting dust because you are afraid. You can't do it. This channel is for you, most definitely. This channel is for you, and I want you to be encouraged. I want you to be encouraged. Finishing up a card that I started this morning. Okay. And, you know, you're mentally exhausted and you're unsure where to begin or how to get out that being stuck. You know, this channel is for you. This is going to be a slow paced channel. And the tutorials is what I'm saying. It's going to be a little slow pace. And because some people just need things broken down at a slow pace. I know I did. I'm a chart cheat sheet person. I visual. Give it to me visually. And I'm happy. I'm a happy camper. I'll be sharing things like card making, tutorial skills, art, creative inspiration, beginner tutorials, computer skills, organization tips, encouragement, real life growth journey content. All right? Because, you know, sometimes this is what needed. We need encouragement. I need encouragement. And I'm here to encourage you. And there's things I'm sharing with you, my experience. This is my testimony that I'm sharing. Not because I have a PhD in um, psychiatry, because I don't. I have no skills. I don't specialize in none of that. What I'm sharing with you is based on what I experienced, my testimony as a crafter and in my personal life. And I'm hoping to inspire you so you will be encouraged and be the best crafter you can be. I'm trying to find mine. And I just want you to be encouraged, and I wanted to share this, do this introduction, a formal introduction of the purpose for my channel, Crafting by Design Inspirations. I want to thank you for listening, and I know that my goal is to inspire, and I hope that you are inspired. Thank you for being here. Please don't give up. Trust the process. It's only going to get better. You can do it. You can follow me, and these are in the beginning stage platforms. So please don't. But I do need you to subscribe and like my channel. in the videos. And more videos will be coming out. We'll try to have them coming out daily. My YouTube channel is at Crafting by Design Inspirations. Dorothy Lees at Crafting by Design Inspirations. Alright? My Facebook, Crafting by Design Inspirations. And my Instagram and my TikTok at Crafting by Design 7. It wouldn't let me get inspiration in here. Anyway, Crafting by Design 7. And my email is craftingbydesign7 at gmail.com. I want you all to be encouraged, and I thank you for listening. And I just finished up my card, I believe. I don't think it needs anything else. And I really kind of struggled with this one. Oh, I gotta tack this down. But here we go. So far. You can't even see it, can you? There you go. There you go. Alright, so I'm gonna be posting this on my Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, the whole 9 yards. And be encouraged. I hope I had inspired you today, and I thank you for listening. You have a wonderful, wonderful day.